Well, what is up, bros and hoes? It's Asher Optic Midnight, and today I'm here with
Amanda the Jedi.
Amanda the Jedi and myself, obviously, for another episode of Power Down. This week we were gonna have a guest, but it just didn't work out with timing. Next week they are confirmed, booked, scheduled. He said his alarm is set.
Alarm is
The
already
alarm
set.
is on, and it's in like a week, so I'm mad hyped for that. But today's episode, I think we have a ton of stuff to talk about. It's gonna be good times, and then I think we're gonna do a little bit more like advice at the end, just because I think a lot of people find that interesting, and I think we find it interesting, right?
Agreed.
Agreed. Listen, why do you always make the podcast skip weeks, Amanda? We didn't upload one last week. Why?
Oh yeah, it's
What's up with
totally
you,
my
dude?
fault, Ashley. Wow.
I was sick. I was actually super sick too. Like I got the
Yeah.
flu. I had the chills over the weekend, and then like I felt great by like Sunday, but that day, Sunday or Saturday night to like Sunday is when congestion hit me super hard. Like I could not breathe through my nose. I sounded terrible, and I was constantly like sneezing. It was just all really gross.
Yeah, and then when we normally film, you were supposed to film something for Optic Plays, but
Yeah.
then you got too sick to do that too. So it was
Yeah,
just
I
all
sounded
the-
terrible.
She was too sick to do something that she's like contractually obligated to do. So
Yeah.
you know it's real.
It was. I felt so. It was actually trivia, the Pokemon trivia I was supposed to
that would've
be
been
in.
so good.
But I don't know shit about Pokemon. That wasn't a factor.
So Hector worked out because
yeah,
like,
because he got with
that was
Shazam.
easy Pokemon.
That really was. I feel like I wouldn't
was
have done that bad.
I would have gotten every single one of those right. Why am I not there?
I felt like they were gonna. I thought they would ask like, how much damage does so and so do on when he's powered up, evolved, or whatever. And
I
I'd
knew
be
they
like,
wouldn't
I don't
do
know.
that. They've never done anything like that. But I thought that maybe they literally only did Gen 1.
Yeah, like anyone who's played
great.
Pokemon Go could have like done okay. So
Yeah.
I think I would have got like half of them. Even still,
would've
like I didn't know like half of them. I didn't. I'm weird. Like I never got into Pokemon. I tried it, never got into it. Never got into Star Wars, tried it, never got into it.
That's fine.
Superhero. I mean,
Maybe you would have gotten into it if you had seen Natalie Portman.
I think I did. That's like I have seen the Star Wars movies. Like I've seen the old
That's fair.
ones,
Yeah,
and I
that's
saw
fair.
2 of them in theaters in the 90s.
Yeah, well, that's impossible. You would have seen one of them in the 90s.
Okay, like 90s, 2000s, whatever.
Yeah, there you go. Ashley,
Right.
get it right.
It's all the same. It's all a blur.
It's all a blur.
All a blur. You know what's a
Drunk for all the 90s.
no? I was a child. Same thing. Same thing.
Same thing.
Dude, I'm in a blur today. Last night, have you ever watched Shane Dawson?
No.
What?
don't like
Okay, he's like an OG on YouTube.
I know who he is. I don't like
yeah.
him.
You don't
mean-
like him?
I'm neutral towards him. I kind of just
Not interested.
when everybody was into Shane Dawson, I think I was like, who is that? Ray William Johnson. I was Ray William Johnson,
Oh,
but
that's
then I stopped watching YouTube for a
unfortunate
long time.
for you.
Really, Shane Dawson's the one who gets all this like bad rap or everything. Ray William Johnson just disappeared.
He seems shady. Anyway, I don't know. From
Whatever, either
from what
way.
I could tell, that was a long time ago. But
It was a
I
long
respect
time ago.
Shane Dawson because he's been on YouTube a long fucking time, and it is.
He
I
has.
don't care what you say. It is hard to stay relevant on YouTube for
True.
a very
Actually,
long
yeah.
time.
I was Philip DeFranco. If we're trying to do apples to apples similar comparison, I was Philip DeFranco if you were Shane Dawson. So I've been watching Phil's.
Well, those are 2
Transition.
completely different channels.
They are
Like one is
Exactly.
news
I
and
don't-
one is like memes and funny and jokes.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I've watched
That's why
Phil
I
since like forever.
I prefer the Philly.
Do you know I met him?
No,
Mm-hmm.
you met Philip DeFranco?
Yeah. He follows me
Damn.
on Twitter.
Damn,
He's super cool. Like he's followed me for a long time. I met
that's
him at a
awesome.
Titanfall event like a long time ago when the first Titanfall came out, whenever that was, 2012, 13-ish. We were in LA. It was a bunch of like YouTube people, and he had messaged me to be like, say what's up, and I was like, okay. And so I said, what's up? And we were talking about the game, and then he was like, what are you doing tomorrow? We're doing something source fed something table something. I don't know what he was saying, but I was like, wow, bro, my flight is literally like at 6. Like I have
changed
gotta
it.
leave. I
Would've
wanted to
changed
so
it.
bad. I
I
wanted to
wouldn't
so
have
bad.
shown up for that flight.
I wanted to so bad, but I didn't.
I could have had to work the next day, and I would have been like,
was all-
I'm
It was
staying.
all like paid for the flights. I had 2 flights to take. That was like the one of the. I still think back to that day as like one of the craziest days of my entire life
That's crazy.
because it was the first. Was it the first or second? It was definitely while Black Ops 2 was out. Now that I'm thinking, it was the first like gaming thing I'd ever flown to, and I flew 2 flights. I hate connecting flights. I don't play that shit. I'm going on one only if I can. So I did
don't
2
have that
connecting
luxury.
flights, and one of them was delayed in the day, and then the same day went to the event, and then like the next day at 6 a.m. got on one flight, then got on another flight, and finally got home. Like it was literally like a 36-hour trip.
Yeah.
And it was like I didn't sleep for hardly any of the 36 hours. It was one of the craziest days. But
That's beautiful.
I know, but yeah, he's really nice. But anyway, it is like you have to kind of reinvent yourself as you go, right? Like Philly
You
D
do.
now is not Philly D even
Oh,
30
I
years
know.
ago.
And that's why I find it so interesting, even watching when he's been doing the Philip DeFranco show, how it's transitioned from where he started, like even like 2 years ago to where it is now is so different. It's crazy.
And even like if you like, I have thousands of videos on my channel from like years ago, and it's really cringe. Like some of them are super bad, but I can see like how I've evolved. But like my content really hasn't evolved. Like, but I still believe like you can reinvent yourself. So that's what Shane has done with his channel recently. Like he said, like every year or so he reinvents himself. So
he's doing that controversy stuff now, right?
no,
Not controversy.
conspiracy.
Conspiracy.
Yeah.
That's the word I was looking for.
Not like legit conspiracy, because I think he's afraid to do like really deep, like he doesn't really do government ones very much as far as I could tell. I binge watched like 8 of these videos, bro. And they're all like a solid amount of time each. And like they're so scary. Like a lot of it's like, you know, like the footage of stuff and like oh, it's just so crazy. Like I don't know if you get into it because I know how you feel about conspiracies, but they're not
I
even like
reading conspiracy theories, but I'm like
a lot of it's just like kind of creepy shit, like stuff about stalkers. Like, do you like? Cool. Did you hear about that crazy fan of Paula Abdul back in the day?
Maybe
it was fucked. So like,
I'll look into it. I'd actually like, go talk to that because I got a creepier one that I'm making a video about right now.
Yes. Okay. Can I say mine and then you tell me?
Yeah. So I said you go first.
Yes, queen. So like, this is actually really sad. So like, this is why like it's real though, because this is about real stuff. I think that's why I like it. Like it's about stuff that has happened, and he does a pretty good job of like outlaying it or whatever, outlining. But there was this girl who was like obsessed with Paula Abdul. And when she was 16, she legally changed her first name to Paula to be like Paula. And then you remember like the American Idol auditions?
Yeah, I do.
So she went when Paula Abdul was a judge, tried out on American Idol, and was horrible. It was horrible. I feel bad, but it was horrible.
Like William Hung?
Not as bad as William Hung, but like definitely not good. She was not impressing hardly anybody. And to do that like in front of her idol who she's obsessed with, like that's a big deal. And I don't remember like how they, you know, put her down or whatever, but basically like she ended up, as far as I could tell from the video, I was watching this at like 1 or 2 in the morning. So like I wasn't coherently all the way like awake, but like she drove her car while I don't know if she knew this, but Paula Abdul wasn't home, and she went and parked outside of her house and put like a bunch of pictures in a car and tried to kill herself with pills. Yeah. What? And apparently it didn't work. She got like saved or whatever. And then I don't know how much time passed after that, but then she like came to her house while she was home and then like successfully did it. Like this chick literally died outside of her house with a bunch of pictures around her. I know, like that's so sad. Like that's like, and that's not even like really a conspiracy. It's just like he talks about like conspiracies and just like weird stuff like that you wouldn't like hear about. Like I've never heard about that.
Well, damn.
And then like he kind of, I've heard about the Selena stuff obviously from back in the day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that shit's crazy.
It is. It is crazy.
It's crazy. But tell me yours. Crazy. I want to know your like little mini conspiracy.
I mean, it's not even a conspiracy. It's just when you talk about like crazy obsessed fans.
Oh,
but now I'm making a video on it. I don't know if I want to like reveal it.
You don't ruin your video?
It involves Taylor Swift.
Wait. He's gone through like 50 Taylor Swift conspiracies.
Okay.
Did you see the one
like a conspiracy? It's like this guy has literally written a book.
Oh.
Called Why I Sued Taylor Swift.
Oh, damn, that sounds deep.
Basically, this guy, I'm actually 100% positive that he is going to hurt somebody someday. It's not going to be a celebrity. He's just going to hurt a regular girl.
That's scary, man.
There's so many warning signs, and like he just blocks out anybody who disagrees with him, and then the people who are just trying to like stay on his good side are just encouraging the behavior. I'm working on a video in a way that I'm trying not to make because I don't want to get. He's probably gonna sue me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, John, you better be careful if you think he's trying to kill some girl. Like, you're a girl, so
yeah. But I think he's gonna get like it's gonna be because involving something trying to have like sex with a girl, and it's just gonna go really bad because he's expressed a lot of like violent tendencies. He thinks that he doesn't have a disability, but he has something. Well, it technically is. There's just something the way he was born. His mouth doesn't close all the way. So he has like his face kind of looks a little bit deformed because of it's called like Mobius syndrome or something. And he thinks that girls shouldn't be able to say no to going on a date with him because he has a disability. They should have to say yes unless there's a reason like
that's worse, bro. I would not want a pity date. I'd be like, nah, girl, I'm funny enough.
This guy, let's go. Because he tries to delete it all. I've got.
So is this like a well-known guy, or like this is a guy that you just had like heard about?
It should be because I think it was kind of a joke. People kind of were like, yeah, this guy tries to sue Taylor Swift because she wouldn't listen to his song or something. First it was just suing her media people, then it moved on to her and it was thrown out of court, but now he's trying to take it to federal level. I've been keeping up to date with it. Apparently something's going down tomorrow. Maybe today. I'll have to keep an eye on it, but like
you guys have to keep an eye out for the video.
Yeah, and he was going after because he went on to, oh my god, what's her name?
Karlie Kloss.
Nope, not Karlie Kloss. Has nothing to do
with
Taylor
my
Swift.
favorite conspiracy.
That's a good conspiracy
is that
theory.
Taylor Swift and Karlie? Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
We can talk about that one after.
That's my favorite conspiracy theory ever.
But no, I can't remember her name. It's terrible because the concert that had the bombing.
Oh, Ariana Grande.
Thank you, Ariana Grande. She said he's suing her because her reaction to him looked too much like disgust in the picture that they took backstage.
Oh my god.
And like, but he had like shown up like with like roses and a bunch of gifts and stuff, and obviously like her security detail was like, no, you can't give that to her. Like,
we're not doing that today, guy. You're not going to prom with her. Yeah. Sorry.
And his current he moved his sights onto like Katy Perry for a bit.
That's definitely mental illness, right? There's like super fandom like that. Like it's like
he self-admittedly has like an obsession with celebrities. He openly admits that he gets overly attached to celebrities, but he's litigious.
Like, I claim that I'm a Lady Gaga stan, but like I don't even want to meet her at a meet and greet.
You've mentioned.
Like, I don't want that kind of like.
No, this guy like writes songs and thinks that people should have to listen to them and have to at least give him a chance to work with them. He sent a letter to like Taylor Swift's parents' place.
Jesus, how do you even get their address?
Paid for it. Apparently, it's like decently out there, I guess, if you're willing to like.
God.
Yeah, but she has even crazier fans. Like one of the guys, I don't know, she's got some really crazy ass fans. But let's talk about more fun one. Taylor Swift secretly dating Karlie Kloss. Bro.
I think they're secretly dating, and I don't even like. First of all, I don't care who she's dating or if she's gay or not. I do not care. You have fun in your personal life. Do you? It's actually none of my business.
I don't want to expose anybody. Maybe she doesn't want.
Right. Maybe she's on the down low. But like, listen, bro. Listen, I went through all of these Tumblr posts, and I don't even fuck with Tumblr like that. Like I was looking. I wish I could like. I wish I had like had the forethought to like get some of this ready on the screen here to show them the pictures. Yeah, maybe we'll link in the description.
Yeah, basically the really big one because I didn't believe it. Like one of our viewers is a huge Taylor Swift fan. Yeah, and he's always been going on about it, and I'm like, wait, is that actually a thing? And he was like, no, they're probably actually dating.
Like I've definitely heard it.
Yeah, same. And I'm like, oh, that seems kind of cool. Seems legit. Like the whole thing with Jennifer Lawrence. If somebody was like, what is the one thing you would like to know in the world if you could know anything? And Jennifer Lawrence said, what is going on between Taylor Swift and Karlie Kloss is the one mystery that I need to know.
That's what she said in a public interview?
Yeah, in a public interview.
Jen, you cray, girl. Put her on blast, dude.
Exactly. But then
because they're friends, aren't they?
There's pictures with their Actually, I don't know if I've never really
that picture of them possibly kissing in the club looks fake. But the picture where they're going into a restaurant, here's where I knew.
In the hand.
Yeah, so there's like Karlie Kloss, Taylor Swift, and the security guard. Karlie opens the door and she has her hand on the door. Yeah, watch the screen, people. If you're listening, I will describe it. She puts her hand on a door, and then Taylor puts her hand on top of the back of her hand. I'm telling you, people out there that don't understand, they're doing it. That you would never do that to your friend. I don't care how, like, I don't know how straight chicks work sometimes with their best friend thing, but swear to God, that's not normal behavior for two platonic pals. Like,
gal
if
pals.
Amanda was opening a door, if Amanda was
Ashley put her hand on mine, I'd be like,
bro,
I got it, pal.
you'd be like, dude, I have it. It's fine.
I got the door. It's
And then
fine.
I'd be back there like, here's some roses and chocolate, and I'm a big fan, Jedi. Please let me open the door for you. Dude, I don't know. There's even more that I just didn't even get to looking at.
Yeah,
And like I
know
said,
there's
it's
a lot.
to be honest though, like being a celebrity, it's none of our fucking business if they're together or
not.
not. It's really
Just
not.
leave 'em. Just let them do their thing.
But we're not. We're sitting
Jodie
here talking
Foster
about it.
waited until she was 40 to come out.
Damn, she did,
Everybody,
huh?
she did.
I knew she was gay.
I think a lot of people did.
So she was like, yeah, y'all are right.
Yeah, y'all are right. Whatever. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Did you see her and Jennifer Lawrence at the awards last night and like the height difference between the two of them?
I did not. I actually don't have cable. And I think in order to watch it, I had to do like a free trial thing on some site. And I actually already used that free trial to watch the Grammys.
Gotcha.
So, rip.
I just saw like highlights after and they
Oh, really? You didn't even watch it?
I went to bed. I have to work at 5
that's
o'clock
right.
in the morning.
That's right.
I can't watch it.
You're
I
on
just
that
wait.
schedule.
Honestly, watching the Oscars is such a waste of time because there's just so much BS that they throw in there and like a bunch of commercials. So when you wait, you can just watch it all afterwards and cut out all the boring stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. So I saw like them presenting the award for Best Actress to Frances McDormand, and it's like literally like Jennifer Lawrence is like up here, and then this is where her head's this
Jodie
is
Foster?
Jodie Foster, and I'm just assuming it's what Jennifer Lawrence is wearing because I don't think she's significantly taller than
No,
Jodie
she's
Foster.
not. I mean, Jodie
gotta
Foster
be
looks
the
kind of
heels.
like a little lady, but
Yeah, she is small. I know Jodie Foster is kind of on the small side, but Jennifer Lawrence is not like Taylor Swift height or
Yeah.
Kelly Kloss height.
yeah. They're like
But yeah.
supermodel tall.
They are supermodel tall. That's why Kelly Kloss is a supermodel.
She is a
Apparently,
supermodel.
she makes like something ridiculous for every step she takes. It's like it's like $250,000 for every step she takes on a runway. She's cool. She's really cool too.
She seems cool. I subscribe to her because of Casey, and
Yeah,
she
same.
seems like a cool chick.
She's really cool.
Don't know if she's
Harley Kloss.
gay.
Like I
or
said,
not, or,
I know
like,
we're talking about it, and I
Taylor
actually
Swift.
almost didn't want to talk about it because
I know. I
don't
feel like
people
low
in
key
those.
guilty.
Yeah, I feel bad that we talked about
It's
it.
like that's their personal life. Like,
It
I
is.
think it's bullshit when people are like, "Yeah, well, you're a celebrity, so all your shit's out there." Like, no, it's
Yeah,
not.
I hate that.
Asshole.
No, it's not. I also don't agree with the fact that there's a lot of people that are like, if Taylor Swift is gay, I'm going to be really pissed off because she has a responsibility. And I'm like, she doesn't have a responsibility to
Right.
anybody except herself. Like, she doesn't have to use her platform to openly say that for one, she is gay. She can just be supportive of everyone. And then,
Right.
like, it's like nobody yelled. Like, I'm sorry, there was rumors that Ellen Page was gay for years before she actually came out, and nobody was talking about her. Well, actually, no, there were people talking about her having a responsibility. So let people
Dude,
be.
what do you mean, like responsibility? I don't understand. Like to
Responsibility
be a
say,
role
"I'm
model and be
gay."
like perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Like not be perfect, but just be a role model and be a spokesperson for being that. It's like
I disagree with that too.
I disagree with
Like
that.
I think like because I've had people like yeah, I'm gay, and I've said I was gay a really long time ago, but I also am not, and I have no problem with this if you are this way, if you're like hella like activism,
Yeah, which is
gay rights, all this stuff. Like I've done that before when I was younger. And now it's like I'm just am me, right? It's not like some big thing, and I want to like I like that I do empower other people, whether they're gay or straight or lesbian or whatever, but
Yeah.
like I'm not like trying to be your queen like that.
No,
like I'm
exactly.
just me, right?
And honestly, I think that in itself is kind of like inspiring because it's just showing that you can just go on, do your thing.
It's not a big
and
fucking deal, people. It's
Exactly.
2018. It's not a huge deal.
Exactly.
It's really not. It's just a part of who I am. It's not even the most significant part. Like if you think the most interesting part of me is that I'm gay, get to know me, dog. Just saying.
It's so true. Actually, so funny. Get to know
I
her.
don't know about all that, but like, yeah.
No, you are.
I'm hilarious.
so
Thanks.
funny.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Jedi. Don't gas me up. I'm gonna get an ego.
No, you need one.
So, anything else on the Oscars you want to talk about, or just?
Well, I think there's always I just finished filming a video for my own video of the Oscar thing,
There you
but
go. Yeah, don't spoil your video, guys. You got to subscribe to Man of the Jedi. You're slacking if you haven't.
it's true. Like I'll go over like a couple of things. Like nothing. There was no like major surprises. I think Baby Driver got like got snubbed for a couple of the sound mixing and even film editing.
I still haven't seen it.
It's
I'm
just
slacking.
okay. Even if you didn't like the story, even if you didn't like the movie does this thing where pretty much everything going on gets synced to whatever music's playing, and it's like flawless. It's like literally there's like a scene where he's running, and when he jumps over a car, his hand hits the hood, and then it hits the bumper, and it's perfectly in time to the music. So that takes so much planning. That is like this is the song we're going to be playing. When you jump over the hood of the car, you need to time it perfectly to be in sync with what's going to be.
Can't they just like edit that or not?
No, because
it's like
you
full
see his
body.
hands hitting it. Well, they would at some point. Like obviously, the sounds are going to be enhanced afterwards, but that comes down to mixing too. But obviously, if it's like if you hear the sound going like that, and then his hands are going like, and then that's the hit pattern, it's not going to look natural. And then when they're shooting guns, the guns all sync up to it. So the guns also, you have to see that when they're pulling the trigger has to match.
That's dope.
That's what I mean. So like all that, and that's through pretty much like the entire movie, stuff like that's going on. So it at least deserved sound mixing. Could have taken film editing, and then there was sound editing as well, which I think like Baby Driver should have got mixing, and Dunkirk should have got editing. But Dunkirk took like all three of those categories, and I'm sure it's just because like Dunkirk really promoted itself for Oscars. It did like the full Oscar tour. But then they were like, yeah, we're not going to give you anything in these upper, like, best picture, best director, best anything categories. So let's just give you all these ones.
Bro, Dunkirk was incredible. I stand by it. I didn't see the movie that won. I'd only seen Three Billboards, Get Out, and what was the other one? Dunkirk. I've only seen those that were up for Best Picture.
This is the first year I've managed to see every single movie in the Best Picture category before the Oscars actually happened.
I think I needed to see like one or two more, and I haven't.
There's 9.
It's called Shape of Water. Fuck! 9 of them?
9. There's 9.
Dang.
There can be up to 10, and that's another thing I was pissed off about, because I don't think Darkest Hour had any business being on the Best Picture. Like, sure, nominate Gary Oldman for his performance as Winston Churchill, but the movie was like very forgettable in my opinion. So I don't know why it was nominated. I'm roasting. And then there was still a spot for an extra movie. Blade Runner should have been put up there, in my opinion. And I don't know. It was a very weird year for Best Picture nominations, in my opinion.
I think it's all like lobbied and rigged.
It is. It's very lobbied. It's very political. Three Billboards pretty much racked up every other award, Best Picture, and then Shape of Water went to this. Best Picture went to Shape of Water.
Three Billboards was really good. I liked it.
It was really good. Shape of Water is very beautifully put together. There's like some issues with the main part of the story that I have issues with, and I might do like a more thorough
roast.
I'm gonna do like a more thorough review. Like it was so beautifully shot, and there's so many amazing moments, but it's like I think there's just this like I read an analogy. Basically, I think everybody knows that like the basic thing. It's because it's the one with the water. It's the water monster movie. And everybody knows that like there's all memes going around that there's like a sex scene between.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know anything about the movie other than there's a girl that has sex with fish. Is that real?
And that's the thing. Yes, and then my thing is that it's like a person. It's not a fish, but like,
is it a mermaid?
Somebody kind of. But if it had been, my thing is that somebody explained it was kind of like if somebody ended up having sex with Coco the gorilla, except Coco the gorilla knows more words in sign language. So I feel like... Are
you saying the fish was raped?
No, the fish was into it. But I'm saying...
How does a fish consent, though, Amanda?
Trust, you'd have to see it.
It's like its eyes?
It's a very anthropomorphic... It's like, it stands on 2 feet. It like has a personality. It learned a couple of...
It's conscious.
Yeah, it was conscious. She was giving him eggs at one point, and she's like doing the sign language for egg, and eventually he's like doing the same thing back. But that's
I'll take your egg.
I felt like there just needed to be, I don't want to go too in detail with it, but I just feel like
I need to watch this movie.
So much of it was amazing. It was just, it's supposed to be like an adult fairy tale kind of. And by the ending, it kind of gets back, and there is something that happens at the end. You can kind of be like, that makes it less weird retroactively, but it's left open to interpretation. There's no actual confirmation. So it's like,
wait, so she doesn't bang the fish? It's just implied.
No, she does bang the fish.
Do you see it happen?
I was watching it at home and skipped because I just didn't. I saw it beginning to happen. And
Hold
I just skipped.
on. You skipped the fish sex scene?
It started happening, and I was like,
We are not best friends. There's no way I'm missing that if that comes on my TV. I need to watch it. I need to see what the fuck.
So we know what Ashley's into, guys.
I'm not into it. I just am like, what the fuck is this?
Scenes I skipped in that movie. You might skip one of them.
I don't skip any scenes in movies. I might just take out my phone and start looking at Twitter. But
you might skip one of them.
I need to watch this movie now. And this one, movie of the year, by the way.
Yeah, it did. And it was beautiful. I will say that it was beautifully shot. There's like really unique things. And I do think that, I'm fine with it winning. I am fine with it winning. I just had some issues with it. I had issues with almost every single movie that was
You got
nominated in that
issues with
category.
movies, I've noticed. Every movie you see, you're like, I like everything about it but these three things.
No, there's some movies that I absolutely adore. I just try it because if I find that I get to the point where I'm on the internet, if I say that I just blindly love something, people are like, oh, this is wrong with you. So I almost empirically have to be like, even though I love this movie and I think it's fantastic and it was my favorite movie of the year, here's some like issues.
Word, that makes sense.
But that one just had an issue where I was like, yeah. Somebody, I heard two things. It was like having sex with Coco the gorilla and grinding Nemo, and that was where I'm at.
What is grinding Nemo?
That's when somebody decided to start calling it grinding Nemo.
Oh my god, I need to see the movie as soon as possible. I'm not skipping anything, bro.
You go, girl.
I need to know.
I just kind of like
you go.
I just fast forwarded through it, so I just kind of like the dirty went down faster,
I'm disappointed in you, and I thought that I knew you. Like, I thought we were friends. I can't.
You'll understand when you're watching it. There's just parts in the movie that are very uncomfortable to watch. Like, it's just like,
I love movies like that. I like weird shit.
Well, yeah, like I like
weird.
Black Swan. Black Swan is very uncomfortable, and I thought it was really great. But this one is just like there's certain things that I'm like feel uncomfortable.
Dude, when they're banging in Black Swan and she like turns into a bird. Oh, what the fuck?
What the fuck? So good.
So dope.
Yeah, that was probably, in my opinion, that's where Aronofsky hit his point, like his peak, and it's just been a downhill spiral.
Wait, it's the same guy?
No. Oh. No. Aronofsky did Mother, which I thought was not.
I need to see that movie. I've actually been meaning to watch it. I know people have told me that they're either like, yeah, this is crazy dope, you'll like it, or it's like, that is a waste of life. I'm a huge Jennifer Lawrence fan, though.
Me too. Huge. Just go see Red Sparrow instead. If you want to see something that's fucked up that has Jennifer Lawrence in it, go see Red Sparrow.
Is Red Sparrow good? Don't spoil. Because I might go see it in theaters.
The ending ties up very nicely. It's not the best movie in the world, but the ending comes together nicely, and you're like, let's go!
Dude, Jennifer Lawrence as a Russian spy signed me up 10 times.
Okay, maybe this is just me, but do you find it unusual when people have Russian accents, and it just throws you off?
And she's not supposed to, but...
Exactly, because I'm like...
I mean, I don't find okay, and no offense to my Russian people, I don't find the Russian accent that attractive.
I know, and
I mean, I have an American accent that's like one of the bottom tier accents. Totally get it.
Canadian.
Yeah. Sorry.
Actually, that's me saying it like an American.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Going out for a rip there. Yeah, going out for a rip there, bud. So Canadian. We've talked about this before, but it's gotten brought up just because YouTube 2018. Apparently, everyone's trying to box each other. You got the Paul brothers trying to box the KSI brothers, and we got Keemstar trying to box Wings of Redemption. I don't know if you followed that at all, but it's interesting to say the least.
Wings, oh my god!
And I think we talked about this like when you were in Dallas, but like Amanda the Jedi. We've talked about like who would win in a fight.
Mm-hmm. We have.
And there are many aspects to this, but like,
you seem to think that I would do better in a boxing match, and I think
you would
I would do
1,000%. I would murder you in a street fight. I would murder you in MMA, but in a boxing match, especially if it were to be like, okay, this Saturday we're doing it. Like if I couldn't train for it, my cardio is horrible. I will gas, and you will murk me. But like, if I could train, like I'm a big built person. Like if I work out,
use that against you, motherfucker.
Like we're like the same height, but a lot of people think that you're like larger than you are. You look kind of like tall because you're so like.
Yeah,
chiseled.
I ran into somebody. I met somebody for the first time this weekend, and she was smaller than I thought you'd be, and I was like,
yeah, you were smaller than I thought you would be as well. Because it's not that you're petite, because you are very strong, guys. She's certified physical trainer at Douai, okay,
and
she's
I can
like
literally deadlift like almost 2 of you.
Yeah, you could lift a big amount of weight, but I would out technique you, and if I had the cardio, I'll fuck you up. I'm just saying.
I could dead weight and I'm wily and squirmy. So like,
But
you'd
like,
have
what
to
does that mean in
down.
boxing?
Not in boxing, I think I'd take you out. If we're talking like no holds barred, like MMA thing, that's when I can just kind of be a little.
But MMA isn't no holds barred. You're like
Well, no,
seem
it
to
is,
think you
but-
could like kick me in the throat.
No, I'm not talking about kicking your throat. I'm talking about like, you know, if you're holding me, I can squirm out from you and I can just put all my weight on top of you.
But
and like, I
I-
might
see,
not
that's the
weigh
thing,
a lot,
too,
but
is, like-
I can momentum my weight a lot.
Yeah, but I weigh more than you. Like our weight classes don't even sync up. Like you,
That's true. So how do we even box?
we don't, because we're not the same weight. I would have to lose mad weight, and you'd have to gain weight. We'd have to do catch weight somewhere.
Okay.
But like in a box, so here's the thing. I think in boxing, if I wasn't trained, I would gas, and even if I was trained, I might gas just because I'm bigger. Right? It's not a fair fight. I feel like you could score points on me easily. Like you would punch and get out of the way because you're just very fast and small.
And I have very long arms. My arms are
her
very
reach.
long.
She has a good reach advantage. Okay, so
Yeah.
she could. But I swear to God, even if you were wearing a head thing, I could one punch hit you in the temple. You're fucked. You're out.
We've had this
Peace.
discussion. I
Peace.
literally cracked my skull open on a metal bar and did not pass out and stayed for the rest of the concert.
Okay, I believe it, but you're fucked. Like I am stronger than a metal bar. Like I will murk you. I can't crack your skull, but I can
A
move.
grown man
I can
kicked
hit
my head into a metal bar.
I can hit you so hard that your brain shakes inside of your own head and you will knock out. You're out. Peace. See ya. Have a nice life.
I don't think so. I
And
don't
in
think
MMA, if I get you down to the ground, you're fucked. I could
Well,
out
that's
wrestle
where I
you. I could
I don't
out
think you
grapple
could.
you. I could
I don't think
submit
you
you.
could.
I get my big ass arm around your little neck. You're fucked. You're fucked.
No,
No?
I don't think so.
We put this
I
to
think
a
I got
vote on
that.
Twitter, and obviously it was my Twitter, so it was very biased. I did win.
It was.
Which means that's actually good for you because then, people that want to bet on you are going to make more
They're
money.
gonna make bank.
If they
And as long as there are
you
people who
win.
donate to me afterwards, hell yeah, guys,
Hell yeah, guys.
let's go.
So like, I don't know, man. I never would want to hurt you though, because I've actually never been in a fight. Have you ever been in like a real fight?
Yes.
I've never been in a fight. I've never been punched. I've never been in a fight. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I have no interest in physically harming somebody, and I especially don't want to physically harm my friend. But there's something like competitive to me and like primal about like boxing and MMA, right?
You have no idea.
It like
Ashley.
speaks to like the primal person in you, right?
Yeah.
It's weird. Dude,
Don't
Amanda
open up
seems
the
pretty
can.
convinced, which
Don't
makes me
open up
excited. It
this
makes me
can.
want to do it more. Like, I
I know,
really want
right?
to prove her wrong and be like, fuck you, dude. So
Fuck
let
you,
us
dude.
know either in the comments on YouTube or tweet at us.
Yeah, because that's the thing. You
Who
have
would
to
win in a
land the
boxing
punch you
match?
think you have, because I don't think you could land it.
If you came in at me, I could land it.
Okay.
I'd have to counter punch you. I couldn't just like flail at you. I'd have to be good at counter punching.
You would.
and-
You'd have to be prepared. You'd have to be
yeah,
prepared.
it wouldn't be like I think you would have to be aggressive, and I'd have to use that to my advantage.
Probably. Mm-hmm. Thanks for giving up your strat.
This is obvious. It's
Yeah, I know.
classic strength versus speed fight. Classic. I think it could go either way. Bro, I could literally take you down so easy in MMA. Like, I swear to God. I've
All right.
wrestled. Like, I swear to
Yeah,
God.
I did too.
No, not me. Not me. You ever wrestled me before?
Fair.
I swear to God. Dude, the next event we're at, there's a like 80% chance we're going to be drunk and trying to wrestle each other. No homo.
No.
No homo.
Zero homo. Stop
Zero homo.
those.
No, stop being weird, guys. You guys be
Yeah, stop
weird.
being weird.
I don't know. I think it's just funny to like think about it though. It makes me
Yes.
laugh.
It is. It's very funny.
You want to talk about this YouTube stuff? I got sliced in the YouTube partner
You got
culling.
sliced. Yeah.
This channel, as of right now, I'm a little confused as to what the fuck's going on. But basically, I heard about this thing. Like, Social Blade was tweeting out. Can I read their tweets, actually? I think I'm going to read their tweets so that I don't butcher what happened. Social
Basically-
Blade is a site
Yeah.
that tracks stats, and they are also an MCN or a network. MCN stands for multi-channel network. So basically,
Yeah.
to put it in like simple terms for people, YouTube puts ads on the videos, right? And
Yep.
if a channel like me or Amanda partners with an MCN, YouTube pays the MCN for what our channel made, and then if you have a revenue split, you split it with your MCN. Although I didn't have a split at all, they just gave me all the money. So really,
That's
like this
because
doesn't
usually
like
MCNs usually just get you access to better ads
yeah,
so that you make more money.
right.
It's weird that they didn't take any money from you. What's the benefit of them having you? Maybe
Well,
that's why you got cut.
I think they did have. I think they did have better ads because I noticed, especially in quarter four, like premium types of ads,
Yeah.
and the CPMs reflected that. But like, I agree. Like maybe, and they offered me like a lot of back end tools that I used when I first signed with them.
Yeah, back-end tools. But
So
it's weird that they didn't take a cut. That might be why you got cut.
no, it was pretty common for everyone to get 100 as of like a year or two ago. From everyone that I've talked to.
No, man, you were on full screen. Full screen.
No, I was broadband.
Okay, because I know full screen. If you're just like a regular person that qualified, it was like 60-40.
What?
They took 40%.
You're getting robbed.
Yeah, exactly. But it's because it's really small channels agreeing to do it. If you were bigger, you could negotiate and get like a 90-10 split or a 95.
They offered me. Well, I don't know what I can and can't say for my contract. But yeah, like everything was. And every person that I talked to was like, "Yep,
I'm
90 or
out.
like 90 or 100 is like
90-10.
pretty standard at this point."
Yeah, it's weird. They must get something out of it from
They
you.
do. I think they do, and now they don't, and that's the problem. So here's what happened. Social Blade, like I said, they're an MCN as well as like a tracking thing that a lot of people use. They said this past week has been a tough one for a vast majority of creators on YouTube. First, YouTube changed its rules for the YouTube Partner Program and removed a vast majority of partners from YouTube in one fell swoop. We called this the hashtag YouTube Partner Calling. And then they followed up the same day. It said, today, sadly, YouTube forced another calling directed at networks. While we can't share the exact details, but in short, YouTube is forcing networks to slim down their networks massively, only keeping their top partners. And so, like, if I'm being fully transparent, I don't make much money off my YouTube channel now. I barely upload. My views are not what they used to be. I used to get...
Still make more than me.
I used to get a mil or two a month when I was uploading, not dollars, like views.
Views.
When I was uploading consistently. And even that is considered, like, not super successful, right? So this doesn't actually affect me very much because I'm not making them like I'm focused on Twitch and doing this optic content. I think I do want to start uploading again. It's kind of crazy. Like I was trying to like come back with a daily like 7-day schedule, and then I got this email the other day that was like, I'm not gonna read the email because that's like between me and my MCN, but basically. They said, you know, we're so sorry. This is out of our control. They're making us like cut a bunch of our channels basically. And so what we're going to do is we're going to recommend you for the YouTube Partner Program, and that should happen quickly for you.
I was going to say, yeah.
And you should be fine. But for now, as of the 28th, so like, and this was like 3 days after the 28th, they're like, as of the 28th, we are not paying you basically. So then
That's
I go
so
to,
weird because you should have defaulted being right back down to being a partner. Or to be with an MCN, you had to be a YouTube partner.
I don't know if that's true. I've been working with MCNs for 8 years. Like I've been under some multi-channel network of some form for 8 years.
That's fair.
Right?
Can you do me a favor? Can you go to your dashboard right now?
Yeah, that's where I'm at. So
okay, what is it? So it says your name, then it says view channel. What does it say next to view channel?
I'm partner with view channel. On which thing?
So if you go to your dashboard, just your dashboard, then it's got your name.
Yeah.
And underneath it'll say view channel. Does it say anything right next to it?
Yeah, it says YouTube partner. So when I go to my channel, it says partner verified, and then it shows that I'm attached to broadband. And so then like I go to the monetization screen where they tell me to like go try to get AdSense or whatever. And I can't apply for it because it still says I'm under broadband. So then I try to remove the access, and now it says access will be removed on or before April 1st. That is 30 days from now. Yeah. So I emailed them back, and I'm like, how do I get off of you so I can apply for this successfully? Yeah. So I'm still waiting to hear back. And like I said, this doesn't really affect me too negatively right now. And I think that I will get accepted into the YouTube Partner Program. Or able to earn AdSense. Like I think I'm gonna be fine. I'm not tripping. But this is fucked for people that do like depend on YouTube, especially like those mid-tier channels who are like they're making money. Like maybe me, like back in the day when I was making like a mil or two or even three, like 1, 2, 3 or million views a month. Like that's not enough money to be like, yo, I'm buying a Lamborghini, buy my merch. Like, it's not like that, but like
No.
they're trying to support themselves off of that. And I think I
Exactly.
feel really bad for the people that are in that, circumstance
No,
now.
I
Like,
agree.
this is just a pure shakeup.
Yeah, no, it definitely is.
I think
I don't agree with this part of it.
I don't agree with a lot of stuff that YouTube has done over the last like year or two.
No.
And the
Like
type of content that succeeds on the platform is more and more disappointing to me.
yeah.
It
I
is.
get why they made the changes to like how to get partnership because there were issues with a lot of those channels popping up overnight,
Right.
cashing in on a bunch of stuff they shouldn't be cashing in on and then bouncing.
Mm-hmm.
So I get that. And obviously, and I know as someone who was there not long ago and make very much money on you, very much money on YouTube. I know that if you don't meet that partner threshold, you are missing out on like 5 cents, maybe $1 at most.
Right.
Like it's not enough money to make a difference. It's not at all. So I get that if it's something, I think it does make your videos less likely to be
It
discoverable
definitely
or something.
does. It definitely
That
does.
part sucks. That part I have full, that part does suck. But some people were like, this is like, I'm trying to make money. Every little bit helps. And it's like, come on.
Yeah.
You can't say you were doing it for money. Because like
I think that's like the wrong vibe when people say that too. It's like
it is.
you're clearly in this for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Or at least you're wanting like, I mean, I get it. Like if especially if you've been grinding for a long time and it's your passion, like of course it's your dream to like make money off of it. But to say
that's
like
my dream too.
yeah,
and
this extra $25 a month, like shit, like it's not gonna affect you. Like that's why like this doesn't affect me immediately. Like I don't make much, so it's like okay. But like I want to in the future. Like I want to reinvent myself and I want to come out with like all this new content. And
yeah.
I do want to do that because I want to do that, but I do also want to be partnered and monetarily rewarded for that, like I have been for the past 8 freaking years. Like that's the part that pissed me off, is like I've been literally working with MCNs for 8 years and have a track record of like ad friendly content, and it doesn't mean anything. And it's because I'm not a major player who's getting all these millions of views a month.
It's true. You also have the issue that because of the fact that you upload Call of Duty videos, your content gets restricted.
It does.
So
well,
that might be
it
why.
actually doesn't. It just
doesn't
gets
anymore?
no, I get flagged, but they review it and they're like, "No, this is fine."
No, but
So,
yeah, but I
like-
mean, like when I look up your channel in restricted mode, like your videos don't show up.
I don't know if that was like a real thing or not, because like
I
there's
did it.
so many. No, I know you did it, but I'm
Oh.
saying like I don't know if that actually affected things negatively or not, because there's so many channels that affects that
Yeah.
are like murking, right?
Yeah.
They're doing big things, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that like YouTube is trying so hard to please everybody and mostly themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
No, I
cutting
agree.
like a lot of like they have to just blanket things all the time,
It's
and
true.
I think it
Yeah,
sucks.
There's not a single video on your channel.
Yeah,
If
like
I go to your actual channel in restricted mode, nothing shows up.
that's crazy, because like I have thousands of videos that are like
Yeah.
if
I Google your name, your videos show up and it lets me click on them, but it won't. If I'm on your channel, it says nothing. And it says restricted mode has hidden comments for this video.
I would like to encourage everybody to follow my twitch.tv/Optic Midnight channel. I
Please do.
stream regularly over there. Hit me with a Prime sub if you got Amazon Prime. Support you, girl. I'm just kidding. But no, I have focused my efforts on Twitch. I think that they're two different things.
They're very different things.
The man, the myth, the legend conversed with
Casey
me a
Neistat.
tiny bit on Twitter about it. Casey Neistat was tweeting me. He seems like a really nice guy. He's been only nice to me, so I will say only nice things about him, and I really like his content.
Love him.
But he was saying that like Twitch and YouTube are two very different platforms,
They're
which is
vastly different.
I mean
platforms.
they're
fundamentally
but he said
different.
that they're like, it's great for creators to have options. And I definitely agree. Like, because, and this has been a trend on my channel. Like, people all the time comment, they're like, oh, yeah, your channel's so dead. Fuck you. I'm unsubbing or whatever. It's like, okay, like, I'm focused on something else. Like, I'm sorry I don't make Call of Duty videos where I try to go 30-0 anymore. Like, that was years ago that I enjoyed doing that. And now I enjoy streaming. I enjoy, like, the instant communication, the interaction, the community building aspect. Like on YouTube, you can build a community on YouTube, but
so
it's
much
much, yeah, it's much more focused around like weirder things to me on YouTube.
I'd
And
agree.
I mean, obviously, like Twitch is for live streaming and YouTube is for videos, and
Mhm.
both of them try to dabble in the other, but they are the best when they are doing their own thing. And I think that
Yeah.
Twitch has done incredible things to support its partners and
Mhm.
make the site better, especially since being acquired by Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon's been doing great. You know,
Like,
got nothing but nice things to say from my king.
yeah, that's my president, Amazon.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just,
So I'm
I don't
not gonna
know.
say they're a perfect company or anything, but I do think
Oh,
that they're
yeah.
doing a lot of these things a lot better than
Well,
you
and I
know.
think that like even just Twitch, like the way that it's just outlined for a community, whereas
It is,
YouTube is
yeah.
outlined for like algorithm, like still like to get big on Twitch, you have to have the most viewers.
It's true.
Like you to show up at the
That's
top, you
true.
have to have the most viewers. You're
It's
the most
true.
popular. And I don't want them to change that. I think that, I think that it's cool maybe to have certain pages or areas where it's like, check out these interesting partners, right?
Mhm.
But for the most part, I think it should be ranked by viewers. And I think
Yeah.
that it makes the most sense. Like if they ever
Mhm.
started like introducing an algorithm or like putting premium channels on like if you were to take like Tim the Tap Man and be like, all right, well, like obviously they can do like campaigns and stuff, but if they say,
Yeah.
okay, we're only going to put premium ads on Tim the Tap Man all the time, put him at the top, even though Ninja or Doc has more viewers, put Tim up there. And I'm just using like examples of names. Like I'm not saying
Yeah.
that this is going to happen. I'm just saying like if they were to start doing that, it would go against everything that Twitch has
I
been
agree.
up to this point.
Yeah. If anything, I think they could maybe add some like subcategories within games, being like, are you looking for people that are, doing GBs? Are you looking for people that are specifically there just to play the game? Are you looking for entertainers? Are you looking for, because you
Right.
can kind of like, like some people are like, okay, I want somebody who's interactive. So show me from least viewed to most viewed people that are specifically marketing themselves as interactive streamers. And then show me specifically people that are marketing them almost like tags, like make a tag system for your stream.
Yeah, like a hashtag, like entertainer, or I mean, like if someone's doing like competitive matches, like because I think you can be interactive and doing competitive matches.
I
but
totally
like,
agree. I totally agree.
But it is a different vibe. Like if a pro player is doing like scrims or eights or whatever, they're practicing and they're streaming that.
They're not talking very much.
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know if I like subcategories. It would depend on how they did it and like how to get into them. Because they do stuff like that now, like teams. Like they have teams, or they have like they already have kind of subcategories, which I actually haven't put on my channel because I don't know what to put.
Yeah,
like,
I know. Right?
I don't know. What do you say you are? Like, I make bad jokes and play games.
Words for me.
There's no words for me.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. And dude, it's so crazy how Fortnite has taken over everything. By the way, like Ninja,
dude, my coworker. Okay, you say yours first, then I'll go.
Ninja has just. I'm so like happy to see someone like him succeeding.
Yeah,
because
he's such a nice guy.
I've never, well, not even that. I think it represents like everything that I have thought and looked at like about streaming. Like as far as Ninja's concerned, like I didn't never watch like competitive Halo back in the day, but I'd heard of Ninja, right?
Yeah.
And then like with H1Z1, like I remember when H1Z1 was getting big on Twitch and like Doc was getting big on Twitch, like Ninja would have like 600, 800, 1,000 viewers.
Yeah,
like he was making
great.
a decent living and doing his thing, and he's a pro player in all these different, games.
Yeah.
But like he grinded though. Like he's been doing this for so long. He's been playing professionally so long. He's been streaming I think he's been streaming since Justin TV. I might have just made that up, but that's what I heard.
No,
like
I think it's been a while, yeah.
Like he has been grinding, and now because number one, he's good. Number two, he does not have the personality of a potato, which no offense, a lot of these like really, really good players, because they're so focused on the game, they don't have that entertaining personality.
Yeah.
Which is fine, not everyone
Some
does.
people want to watch that,
Even people that aren't pro players that want to be entertaining aren't entertaining. So true. Like but he has that, and he's good, and he's consistent, and he's grinded, and I think he's paid his dues, and now he's like one of the most successful people on the platform. And like I don't know if you guys know, but he broke the record for most subscribers. He had hit 100,000 active subscribers on his channel.
Yeah, I know some people are saying that like some of them might be those like the Twitch Prime bots, but even still, even taking those out of the equation, it's still like an
That's
insane
massive.
achievement.
And like his viewership has shot up like 100
Yeah.
times.
Yeah,
100%. More
exactly.
than
It's
100%. Like
yeah.
it's insane growth so fast, and it just shows like the timing, playing the right game, doing the right thing, the grind pays off. Like not for everyone. That can't like
No.
obviously this is such an outlier. Like he is such a
Yeah.
special
But you got to
circumstance.
look at how long he's been doing it.
Yeah, like people are just like,
know?
"Oh wow, this guy's really big at Fortnite. Good for him. Wow, he makes however much money a month. Wow, must be nice." Like you have not been there this whole time.
Yeah,
This guy has been doing
exactly.
this.
He's been hustling.
Like you,
know?
like they only see the now. People they never look at the past. They only see
it's
right
true.
now.
Yeah.
They're like, "Okay, well you're really successful right now, so must be nice." Like what?
No,
like
you didn't see the struggle, the come up that got them there. Come
right?
on.
Like come on, man. Like you didn't see like all the times practicing or all the times streaming with not that much revenue or not that much coming in.
But maybe the debates of whether or not you should quit, like
Right.
yeah.
Like people don't
Crazy.
see that. They only see the now. They never look at what got them there. And I think like that's what frustrates me a lot about like sometimes my own situation. They're like, "Well, what do you know, what's your deal?" It's like you've
Yeah.
missed out like all of this effort and work that I've put in for like almost a decade and you're just
Yeah.
like, "Okay." Like I don't know. It kind of makes me mad how people like
off me,
literally
bro.
not even that maybe they don't know and that's okay,
Yeah.
but like to be so dismissive or like be
No, I
like
agree.
must be nice to be ninja
Oh,
and
that-
make all this
my-
money.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that are like that, and it
It is
bothers
an
me so
obscene amount of
much.
money. It is an obscene amount of
It
money
is.
for any
It is.
career.
But even people come in my stream and do stuff like that and be like, "Oh, you be nice," and I'm like, I still have to wake my ass up at like 4:30 in the morning and go to the YMCA 3 times a week. Like, I'm just working, man.
You don't know my life.
You don't know my life.
You don't know what's going on. And like a lot of people too don't know like you have like a degree that you could fall back on that you could go spend all your time doing in a career, but you're
Yeah,
choosing
benefits, and
yeah.
pension of not getting.
Like you're choosing to like do what you're passionate about.
Yeah,
Like how could somebody diss that? I don't understand.
because people are losers, man.
People
They
are-
can't
they're
do it
jealous.
themselves. They want to bring you down,
Exactly. They're like
can't-
not doing what they want to fulfill themselves and
so
they're
they
just
need
like
to drag you down.
for real. But what were you gonna say before I brought up
Oh,
Ninja and
It's
Fortnite?
like Fortnite being so big, my coworker comes in today, and he's a real chatty guy. He's the kind of guy that he'll just come in and immediately start talking about something. Like,
Right.
no, how are you? How you doing? Just right
Yo,
into it.
I
Just
got
like,
I got a purple scar last night. It was crazy.
yeah, but it wasn't even that. He's all like, oh man, my buddy was telling me about this game he's been playing, this new game he bought. He's been playing. It's really cartoony. And I was like, is it Fortnite? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, man, it's free. You could play it too. Everyone's playing it. He was like,
Dude,
oh, really? He thought he was like really on the ball, and I was like, nah, man, this has been the thing for months.
this is like literally the hugest game. Well,
Yeah,
it
and I had
did
to, like-
boom in the last month though. Like
it has
really big.
boomed a lot more. It has boomed a
lot.
lot more. But I was like explaining it to him and stuff, and like literally the train of thought that he is, me explaining what it was, got him talking about like Hunger Games and other stuff. But yeah, it was
Yeah.
just interesting that it came up at work and people like trying to be on the ball about it. And I was like, do you know what
Have
I
you
do
heard
in my
about this
spare
new game, Amanda?
game that's been out for months? It's
Bro,
like, do you know
it's-
what I do in my free time? Like,
It's so like revolutionary for this time. Like battle royale has been a growing genre for the last few years, and it
Right,
kind of
yeah.
boomed a bit last year with like H1 and then
H1.
PUBG kind of taking over, and then
Yeah.
like I think there's
H1,
just so much that like makes this game huge. Like it's number one, it's free, and nothing in life is free, kids. Just so you know.
yeah.
Obviously, like to get these skins, you know, buy the battle pass. It's $10. Like that's how they get you. These skins
Yeah,
are incredible, and the
Yeah,
more
but
and more
still,
that
you
they're
don't
adding,
have
you don't.
to-
Yeah, you don't need to do that to have a good time. You can still play the
No.
game completely,
Exactly.
and they could still mess it up. I think
They could,
still
yeah.
really mess that up, but they haven't
Yeah.
yet. So it's free.
Cross-platform.
It's cross-platform, so PS4 people can play with PC people.
Mhm.
Xbox you can't yet, I think, because of
Yeah.
something with Microsoft.
Yeah.
Or maybe I just might have made that up. I don't know. But
did, I don't know.
and it's multi-platform. So there's no other game
that's free
like
across 3 platforms.
right, like all 3 of the so Fortnite, like the main game, like the story mode is not a free game, but the battle
No.
royale section is, and that's what's so big right now. And it's like
Exactly.
to play that for free, to just download it and be able to just instantly have access to everything that everyone else does, is like that attributes a lot of success. Also, it's optimized really well, a lot better than H1 and PUBG.
It's an actual developer.
It's not like pre-access like H1Z1 was, or at least
H1's out of early access.
Yeah, H1 just came out of early access. Did you try that new game mode?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
It was fun the first time when I had some funny people, and then it was just like I didn't really care.
Yeah, I could play it like a few times and be like, that was dope. But then the thing about H1 that I crave is like the gunfights. Like I like the competitive feel of the gunfights.
Yeah, it's a little bit better. It's a
lot better.
Yeah,
they added new sounds. Like, and now like the screen looks better. I think H1 is they're trying to have a last push, but this like Fortnite is just taking over. Like it's cartoony.
Which I don't like, actually.
I didn't like that either. I can't really get into it fully because of that. But
I did start. It took me a while, but I got into it, and now I'm like, and I think that helps because I never won a solo in anything else before in my life. So I've won twice in Fortnite. I'm like,
I am a god. I played Fortnite like kind of when it first came out, and like I won a couple and I felt like I was pretty good, but like I didn't feel that rush that I felt when I played H1Z1, like when I was winning. So I was like, this is boring, I don't want to play it, and I stopped playing it. And I was like, this game, it's the hot game right now, but it won't take off. Boy, was I wrong. I wish that I would have stuck with it, because now like everyone's so much better than me. Because I play on PC. You play on PC?
Yeah.
Like everyone is so much better than me at building, and I just need to practice.
I'm getting better at building. That was the thing. I would get so annoying in my chat when people would be like, build
build streamer
to do it. It's not my natural sense to do it. I'll get there. I can at least build forts at the end. That's how I've been winning, is because once I get down, before when I would get down to like the last 5 people, I would just be in the middle with nothing around me. And I'd be like, okay. And then I get pinched in like 2 seconds. Now I'm like, okay, there's like 6 people left. I'm pretty sure the safe zone's not going to move again. Let's start building. Let's start building some protection.
Get some bricks up.
It's been saving my ass.
She's a brick.
How?
I don't know. I just think it's awesome how Fortnite has taken over the gaming world. I still am not all the way addicted to it. I still feel like I am playing it because it is the popular game. But that said, I do enjoy streaming it, and I enjoy watching people play it.
Yeah, I think that was what helped, is that when I tried playing the first few times, I hadn't really been watching people play it, so there was just nothing about it that was like had me itching to play. Yeah. It just nothing about it had me. And now then when I started watching people play, because it's like all anybody streaming, I was like, oh, okay, like I get this now. And it officially hit the point where I feel like I could put away a very long stream playing it. For a while, I was like, this is not at all that feeling I had when I was playing H1 in its prime, when I could like throw away a 12-hour stream like that.
Yeah,
playing H1 all day.
I still think, well, maybe it's different for people that are addicted to Fortnite, but I still like think that H1 addiction, like I was playing it, I would stream it for 4 hours and play it for 4 more hours off stream. And just like melt myself playing the game. Like I was just melting. It's insane. I think it's awesome how much it's taken up. Like when I went to go buy a car, like I think I told you this like a couple weeks ago or like a month ago. The guy was like, I was talking to him about like gaming and stuff, and he was like, "Oh, you play Fortnite?" I was like, "Yeah, I play Fortnite." It's crazy. I haven't seen that personally with a game because it's taken over. Not only Call of Duty, it's taken over all these other like professional teams, or like all these other like subgroups of games, like Overwatch communities on it.
Yeah,
every CS communities on it. Like everyone is playing Fortnite that's a gamer, and even non-gamers are playing it.
It's true. Yeah,
I just think that's incredible what they've done, and I think you might start to see other developers and publishers maybe
throwing in BRs.
I don't know about throwing in BRs, because I don't think throwing in a BR, like I don't think throwing a BR into your game makes it a good game, but I do think like some of the strategy, like I mean, Fortnite's released more content in their game in like a week or 2 than COD World War II has since it came out.
I know World War II has just been dropping the ball, and I actually enjoy the game, but then anything I like about it, they nerf.
Yeah,
they nerf it.
I think that, I mean, and a lot. I'm starting to see people say like Call of Duty's run its course. It was the big game. Like I still think it's a huge game. And now with Big Daddy Treyarch,
Big Daddy
King Von coming in This dude's gonna bust through the door with some crazy shit. I know he's
Bust
gonna.
through it.
I know
Dude,
he's gonna.
Black Ops 3 has added more content recently than World War 2 has. Do you know how sad that is?
That is not good.
Black Ops 3 is 2 years old now. Like, come on.
It is. I love Black Ops. I've been wanting to
too.
play
I'm
Black
down
Ops 3 and Black Ops 2 lately.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I played AW a couple weeks ago. Like,
You were boosting and jetpacking?
I wanted to test out. I got my first Scuff controller in Dallas, and I
I
had to test it out.
That's literally
Use code
the perfect game. Yeah, use code Minute to save yourself 5% off Scuff Gaming controllers. You're welcome.
Technically, I have to say Soar Gaming, but use code Minutes.
Yeah, you could use Soar, but that doesn't really benefit anyone here. So use code Midnight.
There you go. It's true.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think it's awesome.
It is.
We're at an hour. Usually we've been going for an hour and a half. Do you want to do some advice at the end?
Yeah, we can throw in some advice here. Maybe I'll save a bit of it.
Nah, I shouldn't say
nah.
Yeah, let's do a bunch of it right here. Let's get some. I feel like we need to like make some sounds for this. Like we could do like a little like relationship or like advice section with some music.
Yeah,
like
let's do it.
As if we know what we're talking. Can I say it? We don't know what we're talking about, by the way.
I know what I'm talking about.
Well, okay, Amanda feels like she knows what she's talking about. I'm just a person who has lived her life up to this point with a bunch of experiences that could possibly help you out, but please don't take me as a professional advice giver or helper.
Yeah, when it comes to like the mental health stuff, we always say that regardless of what advice we can give you, there are things that you should go talk to a professional about because
and like
that's just
and even like with relationships, like all I have is my experience up until this point. I can tell you my perspective on things, but I by no means have my shit together. Because I seen a tweet. Hold on, let me read this tweet. And I don't know.
To be fair, like that dude was.
He was just being like a troll. But this guy goes, because we tweeted out for like advice questions. He goes, "Are you two even dating? I don't want advice from single people. That's like the blind leading the blind," which I thought was funny.
Yeah, but you know, I'm not in school right now, but I can still give you advice about school. You know what? I went to.
Right. And I might be single right now, but I have like, I don't know, like 12 years of relationship and like long-term like connections with people that I've built. I've been through the ringer, bro. So don't like, maybe if I was single and inexperienced, you could be like, I don't know if I want advice from you about that. But like, I've been through some shit, buddy.
Yeah, just because I was gonna be mean. Never mind.
No, do it. It's too late.
Just because you, a 22-year-old virgin, don't mean we are.
Well, I am a born again virgin, as they say, Amanda. So, I mean, it's looking dry out here, bro. Like, we are. What's the word, bro? Not the apocalypse. What do you call something that has nothing there? It's like a word. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Desolate?
Yes. It's like a period of time where nothing's happening.
Desolation.
Yes.
I know there's a word and I can't think of what it is, but I know exactly what you mean.
So let me give you advice from my desert. Go ahead with your first question.
Okay, first question. It's got details, but just the bulk of it is, should I take my girlfriend back? A few days ago, my girlfriend and I split up after what would have been 3 years together in March. We started dating in our sophomore year of college in 2015. Unfortunately, I couldn't attend the college anymore because of financial issues. But I still made it a point to visit her every chance I got and do nice things for her when I could. And overall, things were still going well. Fast forward to a few months ago, she now has her degree and is teaching elementary school. Now, a few days ago, she tells me about a conversation she overheard her coworkers having about their significant others having their degrees, of just getting them, and about how embarrassed it made her feel because I don't have a college degree. I say to her, if I'm embarrassing you that much...
Wait a fucking minute, buddy, what? Hold on. Am I hearing this right?
This girl was embarrassed because her boyfriend doesn't have a degree.
Because her boyfriend doesn't have a college degree.
Yeah.
And all her friends have boyfriends with... Dude, fuck that. Bye, Felicia. You don't love me.
Reading the last couple sentences here.
All right. Sorry, person who wrote this.
I say to her, if I'm embarrassing you that much, then we should break up so you can find somebody you're happy to be with and I can find someone less shallow.
Right? Like, what do you want me to take a piece of paper and put it in a frame for you? Like, what do you want?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want?
And I haven't talked to her since. As a result, she's been blowing up my phone with FaceTime calls and text messages saying she's sorry and realizes she's being judgmental and shallow and is really ashamed of herself and wants a second chance. P.S. We're both 22 years old. I'm leaving for Air Force basic training in 2 months. If you're leaving for Air Force basic training in 2 months, I'm going to say probably just like peace. If you were sticking around, I would say maybe have a good, candid conversation.
Yeah, I would say if she, okay. Listen, my
because
reaction,
you're doing something with your life. Like if you're joining the Air
yeah,
Force, you're doing something with your
my
life.
reaction
It's not
was a little harsh, maybe.
well, it's because okay, look, if it was one of these situations where he dropped out of school because he didn't want to be going anymore, was just sitting around in his underwear all day playing video games, not doing anything, not getting a job, then that's a valid reason for her to be embarrassed.
Yeah.
But if it's just like I couldn't afford to go to college anymore, but I was clearly still making an effort, and you clearly have goals.
Yeah, he's like trying to, and like probably he wants to pay for college with this Air Force stuff. Like,
yeah, you could go to college with the Air Force. So like, I feel like that was judgmental of her. But and I would say that if you were sticking around and still at least had like a career aspirations, maybe it would be worth talking to her and trying to give it a go. But at this point, I think if you're joining the Air Force, like just
yeah, I mean, honestly, they're together for 3 years. That's a long time. I think like maybe she just kind of fucked up a little bit, and if she is immediately like, oh my god, I screwed up, I'm so sorry, like that makes total sense, and that would like honestly, like I had a really harsh reaction, but that might get me back. I'd be like, okay. But like, yeah, if you got your own thing going on, you got to be like, hey man, like I don't know, if you're about to go away for the Air Force.
That's what I mean. Like maybe when you come back from the Air Force or something, and like you're both in a different place, and because like I feel like you guys didn't like break up because somebody did something fundamentally wrong, like cheating or something like, you know, I'm not saying that this is like goodbye forever, but if you're leaving for Air Force training in 2 months, like as far as I know, that makes you move, and then you're going to get stationed somewhere that probably isn't where you're from, because it's usually how that goes.
Yeah.
Maybe the US is different, but in Canada, you don't usually end up stationed where you're from, at least for a few years.
Yeah, no, it depends on if you're like in the reserves or if you're like active, whatever. I don't know how that works, but like definitely he's going to have training that he's not going to be home for.
And it's like a year worth of training that you'd be away for. So like that's a whole other issue. Are you guys in this relationship? So I feel like that last detail is probably the biggest telling thing. Maybe have a conversation with her so that you guys at least get off on good terms or something, and maybe have a discussion of, you know, I'm going into the Air Force in 2 months. Is that something that you want to deal with? Is that something that you want to be a part of? And if not, maybe it would be best just to have that like clean cut now.
Right.
You know.
I don't like that she said that shit.
I know it sucks.
I'm mad on his behalf.
I know. I'd be mad too, because like, you know, it seemed like he was a good guy. It wasn't like he was just doing whatever. It's just he couldn't afford to keep going to school, and now he's trying to do something about it. So
well, yeah, like, and even if he's going through a hard time where he like can't decide what he wants to do, or like he had it going on and he's not, like, he's still trying to figure his shit out. You gotta let Sam, you gotta like let people figure out what the hell they're trying to do.
Yeah, but at the same time, it is okay to be in different points in life. But I feel like that was not the right way to deal with it.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
But clearly, if he's joining Air Force in 2 months, she must have known that he had a plan. So it's not like she could say, you're not doing shit with your life. So yeah,
shaking my mullet, dude.
Shaking my mullet.
Is there more? Or is that was one?
No, there's a couple.
We are here to help you or overreact to your situation.
Yeah. All right. Hey, ladies. So I have a situation that maybe both of you can help me with. I recently got out of a relationship of 1.5 years, and I can't get myself to do the things that once brought me joy. Is there anything I can do that would either help me with the process of forgetting her, or even make it to where I can cope? Because I'm tired of not feeling like myself anymore. If you could please help, that would be amazing. By the way, love you guys.
Damn, bro. So how to deal with a breakup?
Basically. Because usually people say do what you love, but if he feels like he can't do it, maybe he has not given himself the time to grieve.
Yeah, you gotta let yourself be sad. I think that that's an underrated part of a breakup, is like, especially right after it happens, you need to allow yourself to be sad. Like,
yeah, I would agree.
Maybe go buy some ice cream and like allow yourself to just get some, like, feel it, go through it.
Get some Eternal Sunshine for the Spotless Mind.
Oh, dude, I watched that.
Some 500 Days of Summer.
I haven't seen that.
It's a good breakup movie because it lets you know that it's just a good breakup.
All right, I'm about to watch that. So
good breakup movies. So like, watch those. Like, just have your feelings, because I feel like you need
to
music,
feel them.
Bro. Yeah, listen to music. Let the
listen
music
to
go
Bob
through the stages.
Dylan. Don't Think Twice, It's Alright. It's like a top 3 breakup song right there.
There you go. I like listening to stages of music. I like listening to that effing bitch music, and then you kind of process into the I'm so miserable music, and then you process into the I'm gonna be okay music.
Yeah, because you have to go through it fully. You can't just be like understandably, like things that used to make you happy don't make you happy because you're depressed. Like you're going through like a depressed bout, right? So like,
yeah.
But what will help you is finding things that do make you happy and doing them, and like focusing on yourself. Like I think that especially right after a breakup, or even just while you're single, like you should be refining yourself for the next person, even if you don't even know who they are.
Self-reflection, looking at things that, you know, you liked about your last relationship. Maybe you didn't like how they were. Maybe you didn't like how you were. Maybe you didn't like how you let yourself be treated. Just different things like that.
And like when you, especially when you first break up, you only remember the good parts. You'll start to remember the bad parts soon. You'll be like, wow, I really didn't like how this went down when we had a disagreement
500 Days
about
of
this.
Summer is like all about that.
Okay, I'm about to watch that and cry.
It's like how you like the different perspectives of stuff. And it's got Joseph Gordon-Levitt. So
I like him. Big
there
fan.
you go. Good times. So I mean, you got to let yourself feel stuff. Like I know for me, when I tend to go through really bad breakups, I like watching things all the time. I like watching things I've never seen before. I like putting on something I'll just watch a lot of movies, watch a lot of TV shows. That's my breakup.
The first time I watched The Office was right after a breakup. I watched the entire thing.
Solid. I think a breakup is what finally got me to watch Breaking Bad. I'd started watching it with ex and they were not into it. So I was like, okay, guess we're not watching this. And then we broke up and I was like, shut.
This is the best show in the world.
All seasons of Breaking Bad right now. We're trying again. And then did the same thing with The Office. So it was good.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, that's what I mean. You gotta let yourself feel the emotions. If you're to the point that like, say you always enjoyed playing video games and you just can't enjoy doing that right now, it means that you are not letting yourself process through things. You got to do that. I understand that you want to try to you don't want to just wallow in ever, but you do at least have to go through the phase where you let yourself feel.
I was just gonna say that this can't be like a year later and you're still just like miserable about it. Like you have to progress. You know, you have to like just do shit that you like. I know you're saying, oh, I don't like doing anything I used to love to do, but like try new things then. Try like learn a new skill.
Yeah. A new skill, something that like doesn't come necessarily naturally or easy to you.
Something that rewards you and gives you that serotonin hit, dog.
Yeah, exactly. Not drugs.
Not drugs. Not drugs. I mean,
not
like literally, like if I learn a new song on guitar, I'm like, yeah, buddy,
exactly.
I'm the best.
Kind of music. Yeah, it's good. It's good. So yeah, good luck, man.
Good luck, dude. You'll be all right, bro. And then you'll meet someone new, and you'll be like, holy shit.
Yeah, exactly. And it'll be fun.
Yup.
All right, so next question. Hi, I'm a 19-year-old guy from the UK. I've never been in a fully committed relationship, and I can't seem to take that step. I can get to know someone well and maybe go out with them, but when it comes to taking that step, I can't for some reason, whether that be with a guy or a girl. Any tips on how to take that next step into the relationship? I love you and Midnight. Keep up the good work.
Is that step sex or just like getting
I think commitment.
Together?
I think the next step is commitment.
Oh. My bad, I read wrong.
For sex. No, it's like what I think is like he can't get into a relationship.
He can't get into a fully committed thing.
It's the commitment part. So you got commitment issues.
I can't relate to that because when I meet a person that I like, I'm like, yes.
I feel like I have commitment issues now. I feel like I've developed them. But
yeah, maybe you can offer because I'm like, I don't know what to do about that shit, dog. Like, just go into it. You just got to do it. I think,
but I feel like usually people with commitment issues have been hurt in some way that makes them really hesitant to want to put their trust into another person. So like sometimes like people whose parents have divorced or had a parent that just got really distant. I feel like those are the type of people who have issues wanting to put all their eggs in one basket because they're scared of putting too much of themselves into something and losing it.
I'm the opposite. I'm like, yo, I really like you. Here are all of my eggs. Where's your basket? Where's your basket? Don't drop these. Put them in your basket.
There you go. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like there's maybe an in between, Ashley, that maybe you wait some time before you you hold behind a couple eggs for a little while to make sure they're not a sex trafficker.
Yeah, your sex trafficker joke. I will maybe hold on to my eggs a little bit longer, you know?
Yeah.
I like
But
having my
that's
eggs with me right
yeah.
now, but I'm saying, like, if I do like someone, I usually like them.
Yeah.
I don't,
I feel like
dude,
I find somebody and I'm like, okay.
are you the type of person, if you're single, you could like mad people at a time, or you'll like only one person? Like, I'm literally like a one person.
I feel like I can get like crushes on multiple people, but if I get my eyes set on something, pursue that. That's
Hold
where I
on, your
go.
mic cuts out sometimes. I don't
Oh,
know if
sorry.
it's
So I feel like if I'm not like actively talking to people, I can have like crushes on a few people and be like
right,
visually like a visually appealed by a lot of people. But like
right.
if I'm like, okay, this is who I'm like setting my target on, that's who I'm dating, that's who I'm focusing on. Like I don't,
Word. That makes sense.
that's kind of how I am. But with this person,
Yeah, like how
I
do you
think that
get through that
unfortunately,
first
I think
stage?
you just gotta do it. I think you gotta obviously don't do it next. I think you gotta like, obviously sometimes you're gonna meet people that you're like, nope, this is not the person that I am. Not a
Yeah,
good time.
that's for
But
sure.
if you meet somebody who is like not threatening, who seems to be a well-adjusted individual
Yeah,
with
maybe you
similar
just haven't
goals
met
and
the right
interests,
person, and
that's
your
possible.
own like sixth sense is trying to say like, "Hey, man, don't yet." But
Yeah,
once you
it's
meet that right
possible.
person, like everything changes. You're
Yeah,
like,
but like
"Holy."
just take a chance, take a chance. It's not saying that like on the first few dates you have to like tell them everything you know about yourself, but just,
That's what
you
I
know,
do. That's my style.
there you go, which is okay.
Hey,
I'm just
boo,
saying
here's
that,
my life story. What's good?
and that's okay, Ashley. You can be that person. I'm just saying that making commitment doesn't mean you have to like, commitment doesn't mean stuck.
Word.
Commitment doesn't mean
You still
stuck.
leave whenever you want.
Yeah, as long as there's no pregnancy involved, you've got no actual like attachment. Like you just back up a bit. Well, if you get somebody pregnant and the baby comes out, like you might have responsibility holding you back.
No, I know that. I'm just like so glad I can't get anyone pregnant. Like,
Good
it
life.
makes me so happy.
There you go. But
No
I'm just saying
offense
that's
to my
like,
people that can get people
yeah,
pregnant.
I'm just saying that's really even then, like you might have to like, that's not a commitment to have to being with that person forever. That's just being in the kid's life if you want to be, like
No, you
I'm just
have to
saying.
be in the kid's life. You do still have to deal with the other person, but you're not
You
committed
have
to
to
them.
deal with the other person. I'm just meaning you're not committed to being in a relationship with them. Like you don't
Yeah.
have to like
Deal with them that much.
deal with them like that. But I'm just saying that like, just take a chance and
Yeah,
if
you'll
you
never know
wanna
if you don't take the chance, and then like in like 2 or 3 years, you might meet someone, and you're like, "Oh man, I wish we would have like maybe tried because
yeah,
damn."
exactly. And then, and you don't want to meet the right person with no experience because you might
Yeah.
mess it up and then be like, "Oh my god, if I had at least just known if I had dealt with that situation before, everything would have been fine."
Right.
You don't
Well,
want to be
can I say too while we wrap this question up, like
yes.
people look at their age so much as like, oh my god, I should have already had like 2 or 3 relationships and slept with 3 guys. Like, no, dude, that is not how age and like experience works. Like everyone experiences life at faster or slower paces or just their own pace, and I think that that's okay. So you shouldn't be like, oh my god, I'm 19, I haven't had a serious relationship, yada yada. Like you are gonna be fine, dude. Like just trust your instincts. Like if you meet someone and you're like, wow, like I could definitely at least try with this person, then try to make yourself uncomfortable. The only way you're gonna get through it is if by like making yourself uncomfortable.
Yeah,
at
that's
first.
true. Yeah, exactly. I would agree.
Right on.
Right on. We got another one.
Holy shit, let's go.
Okay, it's a pretty small one. I really like this girl, but I'm too scared to do anything as a fear it may ruin our friendship. Help,
Fuck.
please. I feel like we need more info here. Like,
Can't
how long
help
have you
you,
guys?
dude. Sorry.
How old are you? How old are they? Oh, it's a she. Okay, how old is she? How long have you guys been friends? Has anything happened to give you an idea that she'd be into it?
I think the biggest detail that we're missing is the age, because like if my friend came to me and was like, yo, I got feelings for you, dude, and I feel like I'm mature enough to be like, oh wow, those aren't reflected and I'm so sorry, like I still really want to be your friend though, and it's not going to bother me, as long as it doesn't bother you, it doesn't bother me, we can still be friends. Like that would be my ideal thing. But if they're younger, or I mean, is the other person single? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, that's what I mean. We need more information. How about we that if you want to send us an email with, I'll actually respond to him via email and ask for information so we can answer it next week maybe.
Right on.
Yeah, because I feel like there's just too many things. Usually I would just say that if what you got to figure out what you value more, is it a little crush that maybe you'd get over because you value the friendship more, or is it one of these things that if you just don't say anything, you're gonna regret it for the
my
rest of your life?
policy is to say something always. Yeah, Amanda knows my policy.
Yeah, not about me.
No,
You know,
not about Amanda.
But I know
Something
Ashley's policy.
else happened. But like, yeah. So like,
but also don't be the nice guy, because depending on how this situation is, don't be the person who's only being nice to a girl with a chance. But actually, it doesn't seem like you're like that, because you're actually saying you fear losing the friendship. So I actually don't think you're.
I think if you communicate that when you tell her, it will make things easier for the both of you, because then it lets her know that like, okay, wow, he has a crush on me, so I either have to end our friendship or like, you know, like that puts a lot of pressure on her. So if you come
just
after
say,
and
maybe
say,
I'll need some time to like, if you're not okay, I just might need time just to kind of get over it, and then I'd love to continue our friendship because I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
And that puts the ball in her court, but then lets her know that you're not going to be like super weird about it.
Yeah, I think that's the most important part. I think we can answer this. I think like if you make it not weird yourself, then hopefully she won't make it weird. Like hopefully she'll be mature enough to be like, oh wow, like, or what if maybe she's like the same thing? I don't know. You don't know. You don't know until you have a conversation.
True. That's what I mean. It could be mutual.
You need to have the conversation.
Why I want more information.
Yeah,
that's why I want more. Like, when you guys send us questions, please give us your ages. Give us every little detail.
Age,
be like,
sex, location. What's your blood type?
Like, we talk like this in the cafeteria, and she's always, you know, down to talk to me and always wants to hang out with me. We want those kinds of that kind of information. We need that kind of information.
Yes, for the drama.
It sets the stage. It helps us help you more. The more information I have, the better I can give you advice.
Right. I think you have to
gave me all the information we needed. Where there was ages, future life plans. Like, we knew.
Yeah, we were like, bruh, bad idea or good idea. I don't even know how we answered it.
It was like a mix. It was like a mutual mix.
Do we have one more before we get off, or?
Well, I feel like we got one more that was. I feel like we've kind of answered this before, or similar style questions, but it's, I'm 22 and the girl I like has no idea I exist. I don't watch the podcast that often, but I'd like to know how to tell a person with a decent following that you like them. So off the bat, don't, because if you don't think that she has any idea you exist, that means you guys haven't had an actual conversation, which means that you don't actually like her.
Yeah, you just have like a little crush. Like you could say it definitely has like a little crush.
Yeah, you've got like a crush on an internet persona, but if you've never had that one-on-one conversation, you don't really know
like
what
you just like the idea of them, and you're filling in all the blanks with shit that you like you don't even know if you really like them. So like if your question is like, okay, there's a person I have a crush on that doesn't know I exist, how do I talk to them? Like,
that's different.
Let's answer it that way, because that's kind of what they're asking, I think.
Yeah, but I almost want to squash that too, because if it's somebody that you like watch on the internet, I don't think you should be watching them with the intent of trying to date them.
Word.
Because that becomes uncomfortable for everybody.
Yeah, and it's not gonna
a lot of people that you watch on the internet are in relationships, and they just don't publicize them because they don't want people involved in their personal lives. Yeah, they just kind of leave that.
The biggest thing I have learned in my time in the last couple months here is the next thing will hopefully be
behind the scenes,
private as fuck.
Yeah, there you go. And it's just it's probably a better way to be, honestly.
I think that, like, I mean, have you ever felt that though? Like, have you ever seen, like, because people get crushes on celebrities, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. There's tons of celebrities that I have little crushes on, but I'm also
But what if you also though had a tiny bit of access to them, whether it was via Twitter or chat, like, if you
I would be the type of person who I would just keep up my normal business. I'd respond to things as they were saying things. I would just still interact with their chat, but I don't think I would be talking to them or interacting with them with the belief in my head that something more would happen.
Yeah, you can't set yourself up for failure.
And I feel like that is what this question is unintentionally, because it's literally the girl I like has no exist. How do I tell somebody I like them with a decent following?
Yeah, you shouldn't not tell somebody that you like them who doesn't know you. You're not on a common ground yet to be able to talk to them like that.
Yeah.
And that's even with if they're not a internet famous person. Like if it's just someone you saw at school and you're like, hey, I like you. Like they'd be like, I don't know you.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing.
Like,
all
how
over
do you
the place.
know that?
Like, yeah, like you can, and you can try to be friends with people, and like sometimes like I've made friends through my stream and
Oh,
stuff, and
for
it's just
sure,
how,
dude.
you know, you can make friends on the internet. And I'm not saying that things like that never happen. Like obviously people have started relationships with people they've met on the internet. I'm just saying that it's kind of the same thing in real life. Don't start friendships when the only thing in your mind is you putting in time to turn it into a relationship, because people aren't vending machines. You don't put
Girls
in
are not
time
vending
and
machines.
yeah, or guys, you don't put
Or
in
guys.
time and effort to get like a emotional reaction out of them, you know? You put
What
in the time and
about-
effort because you want to be friends with them.
This is a little unrelated, but what about like guys who donate to girls or like for their attention in that way? Or they say, why do you tell people that you have a boyfriend? Nobody's going to donate to you now. Like I've literally seen
Yeah.
that before.
Oh, I've seen that tons. I actually, when I first made my YouTube channel and I was dating, the guy who helped me make my YouTube channel was like, put single, you'll get more viewers.
True. It is
And
true.
I feel like that's been in my head forever, even though it's probably true, but I don't even look for that kind of attention. I don't even go out of my way to look for that kind of attention or put myself out there in a way that would suggest I'm looking for that kind of attention.
Yeah.
But that's always stuck with me,
Yeah.
you know? And it's true. People are
It
like
is
that.
true. They're like, so you're saying there's a chance. Dude, I tweeted Lady Gaga last night with the 1% chance of hope that she would reply.
And she did not.
Nope.
Because I don't think she actually goes on Twitter.
She does.
Is it her or her management?
It's both. You could tell
Okay.
when it's her sometimes.
Gotcha.
Sometimes I'm like, oh, that's definitely her.
I feel like she has people to take care of the like promotional stuff. So she
Oh,
doesn't
for
have to.
sure. Yeah, she doesn't do any of that. But like,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I asked her what her favorite movie was. That's all I'm saying. That's all I did.
That's all
I was
saying.
like,
You're just
just
trying
shot my shot. I was like, start.
I was
a
kind of
conversation.
literally doing the.
That was my shot. I asked her what her
That was
favorite
your
movie
shot.
was this year because she was tweeting about the Oscars. What
That's
if
a
she
valid
like
question.
DM'd me, right? Or
And was
responded
like,
in a way?
Actually, Sex with Fish was my favorite movie.
And I'd be
No,
like,
let's
I
go.
love that film so much. I have not seen it, but I love it. It's my favorite. I hate when
Favorite.
people do that. Do you hate when people do that? Like
When
if
they
you
just pick whatever you say and they're like, I love that.
yeah, or like
Yeah.
you say, "Oh man, I love this," and you're like, "Yeah, me too," and then later you find out like they actually don't know what you're talking about,
Yeah, because I understand.
and they're just
it's
trying to
sometimes-
impress you or relate.
Yeah, I understand. It's like sometimes it's people's natural intention to just say yes to if you're like, oh, have you ever heard of this or seen this? It's just your intent. Your natural
Yeah.
reaction is to say
They're like,
yes.
or like even if they've heard of it, then they're like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I know what you're talking about."
Okay, here is my best advice for that, because I feel like if you're interested in somebody and they ask you if you've heard of something, they will be very excited if they get to share that with you. So if you
Yes.
actually have never seen it, just be like, I've heard of it, but I've never seen it, or I've heard of it, but I've never listened to
Or
it.
like
They'll be
it's on
so
my list to watch.
Yeah, exactly. And I just never got around to it. Like they will be excited to share that with you, and it'll be more exciting for them than if you were just kind of like, oh yeah, I've seen that. Then they're just kind of like, oh yeah, it's really good. I like it. And then you're like, yeah, it's really good. But then you can't offer anything to the conversation.
Yeah, you can't like
if you-
meet them.
Yeah. So if you actually haven't seen it, as long as they're not one of those like, what have you seen? Pretentious douches, which you want to get rid of right away.
Yeah,
But
get 'em
yeah,
outta here.
no, like, yeah, get them out of here. But honestly, it'll make them really excited. So if you legitimately haven't seen something, because I've seen too many people try to pull it the other way around, just like admit to it. Just be like, oh yeah, I meant to see it, but I never did. Maybe you could show it to me sometime.
Exactly.
You know? It
Exactly.
opens up the room for more.
That's
Trust
why
me.
I purposely have not watched the new Star Wars. I have not watched Game of
Oh, you're just-
Thrones.
Waiting for me.
I'm waiting for you, Jedi, to want to watch them with me.
Hell yeah.
As long as you wear your glasses, dude.
Yeah, only with the glasses.
Only with the glasses, man.
I understand what you want from me, Ashley. It's fine.
I want to box you, bro. I'm going to knock you the fuck
Yo.
out.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't know, man. I really genuinely think you'd win a boxing match,
Okay.
but not an MMA fight or a street fight.
I'm gonna get training.
I'm going to get training.
Okay.
I have access to more trainers than you.
Probably. Did I tell you that I almost let myself be like MMA fodder for money? Like
That'd be-
they, one of
oh
the,
yeah,
one of
you
the-
did tell me. They were like, someone called in sick. Get in there. You were like,
I was all
okay.
down for it. My mom was like, "No." I'm like an adult. and
How much would
everything.
you have gotten paid, or you wouldn't
I
have?
didn't even ask, but it was like a decent amount because it was like a girls' fight for the card. So it was like a couple grand or more. Like
oh
it was
hell yeah,
it
get
was
knocked
worth taking
out.
hits for. It was like a couple grand when I was like 19 years old. It was worth taking some hits. I'd be down.
Have you seen the picture of me with a bowl cut that's been being memed?
No.
Oh my god, I'm pissed at you. God damn it.
Midnight.
No,
bowl cut.
you have. I can link you. Hold on, I can
Please
link
do.
you. I have a question. This will wrap up the podcast. And you guys can answer this too.
Wait, this can't be you.
Which, can you link
I don't
me?
know. I found one, but it can't be you.
It's me.
I don't know. Do you?
Hold on, I need to find it.
Okay, because I feel like this can't. Maybe it is. Do you
It's
kind of
me.
look like a little innocent boy?
Yes.
Whoa!
Do I have freckles?
Yeah.
That's me, dude.
Oh my god.
My
you are
mom-
Handsome.
I-
You're handsome. Ashley.
I was teased so hard at school. Like, I was a good-looking kid, but they always fucked with my hair.
Man.
Hold
you
on.
know what?
Guys, actually, I can't pull it up on the thing.
Out of the way, Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Watch
Here's
out.
Ashley.
Exactly. The 90s were a weird time for bowl cuts. But here's my question.
It was,
And y'all can
yeah,
answer
for
this in
real.
the comments too. For $10,000, would you get that haircut, that bowl cut? Would you get a bowl cut?
For $10,000?
Yes.
Yes, because for free, I had a Justin Bieber 2 years.
Oh
because it took
my
so long to
God,
grow.
are there
I donated my
photos
hair
of
to
that?
cancer. Yeah, there are. Donated
Can
my
I
hair.
see them?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, you can donate your hair for cancer, but you don't have to style your hair like Justin Bieber, Amanda.
Well, no, but it just looked. That's what just everybody called me. Just because my hair
Biebs.
was short. I don't think I looked like Bieber. It's just that like my hair was
Dude,
short. And I was like,
do
"Hey,
you
Justin
remember the
Bieber."
Tumblr back in the day? Lesbians that look like Justin Bieber?
Yes, I
Were you on there?
do. I forgot about it.
You
for
should
that
have, like, it was all chicks that look like
believe
Justin Bieber. They didn't even have to be lesbians, but like they.
No, just chicks that look like
Oh
Justin
my!
Bieber.
But it was called lesbians that look
It
like
was
Justin
called.
Bieber.
Yeah, it was. It was.
It was
Dude,
legendary.
yeah, I can send you some pictures. I'll send you up. I think I
Thanks.
deleted a lot of them.
No, your
I got
ass.
one.
You're pissing me
I-
off.
Did you call me ass? No, I got
Yeah.
some. I gotta go on my Facebook.
They're on Facebook still. You're a legend.
Well, where else would they be? I'm not gonna have, like,
Deleted
a-
off Facebook in a
No,
private
most of them
album?
are. I just have one
Oh,
after I
okay.
first did it.
Can I put it on the screen or no?
No.
Come on.
No.
Okay, I won't show them.
Hell no. Hell no. It's such a bad picture. Oh my god.
How do I see it? Show me now.
I don't want to.
Come on, show me,
Okay,
and then we'll do
fine.
the outro.
Okay, fine.
Thanks.
Please don't share this.
Where is it? I won't
Please.
share it. Swear to
It's
God.
fine. Just give me a second. I got a screen snippet. 'cause
You need to
didn't-
tell me where you're sending it because I've opened up like 3 different apps to message you.
I'm gonna send it. I'll send it on Discord because I feel like you're less likely to be able to
It would actually make it easier, but no, I'm not going to show anybody. Have trust, Jedi.
have trust. Okay, let's see. Let me just paste it.
Okay. Oh, it's so much worse than I thought it would be. Wait, okay, it's not. I almost clicked it, and I thought it might make it like over your part of the screen, so I'm not gonna click it.
Yeah, don't click it.
How old are you? Here, 19, 18.
Like 18, maybe a little younger.
Wow, wow,
18.
it's so much worse than I thought it would be.
Wow.
It's so
and then
much worse.
This was it kind of like growing out a bit. Hang on. We
It's
got
so much
pictures
worse than I
here.
thought it would be, guys. I'm not gonna show this. I mean, listen, I showed you my bowl cut though, bro. So
Yeah, but you look good. You just look like a dude.
what do you mean good? Wait, you saying I'd be a hot dude?
Well, you like I said, you looked like you were on your way to being a teen heartthrob. That's a
Yo,
little
I
longer.
think I've seen that picture before.
Yeah, that one I've
that
shared. Because
picture's
it's a little
lit.
bit longer. That one's fine.
That
but, like, when
picture's
it
lit.
was
Yeah, you
super
just that's
short,
not Bieber. That's just you being Amanda
That's
the Jedi.
like honestly, Taylor Swift had that haircut for a while.
Yeah, her and
like,
Carly
legit.
Kloss.
Yeah, but no, that first one is like.
I mean, if
have
Taylor
no
Swift could get Carly Kloss with that haircut, so could you.
idea. Oh my God, there's like an X-Men poster behind me and everything.
Wow, bro. Oh
Wow.
man, we're
Okay.
gonna start showing more cringe pictures if we don't end this now. So we're
Yeah,
gonna
I
end it
know,
here.
It's true.
But thank you guys so much for listening. I appreciate it very much. Whether you're listening on iTunes, where you can listen now, SoundCloud, or if you're just watching on YouTube, we really appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe to Amanda the Jedi's YouTube, follow her Twitter and her Twitch. It's all Amanda the Jedi.
Hell yeah.
My Twitter and Twitch is Optic Midnight, and my YouTube is Midnight, obviously. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I actually really like this episode, bro. This is
This
like
was
one of my
fun.
this
This
is
was
one of my
fun.
favorite episodes we've done in a little bit. So thank you guys so
Hell
much for
yeah.
watching. Leave a like or never listen again. It's up to you. Good talk.
Listen again.
See you out there. Please don't stop listening. Okay, bye.